Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad NAQIB bin ROZAMI. I'm from AP 248 5A, Landscape Architecture student from UiTM Puncak Alam. For today's video, I will be presenting my final year project for LS 615 Regional Landscape Planning, which is located at Persiaran Hamzah Alang, Meru, Klang. So, this is my final project for this semester, which is Stitch the Neighborhood Fabric at Persiaran Hamzah Alang, Meru. The landscape design focus on designing spaces at Persiaran Hamzah Alang that focus on community spaces which integrated neighborhood and nature. Stitch the Neighborhood Fabric are a design concept that react to the site problem, which is disconnected community and underutilized space planning. The design concept are try to link the neighborhood fabric or community spaces by sewn together with many stitches or linkages to enhance the community engagement at the site. Before we go in depth in the design process, what is the issue with the Persiaran Hamzah Alang? Persiaran Hamzah Alang have an issue with the imbalanced human-nature space planning and lack of facilities management to support ecological function. The side problem have two, which is come from main problem, which is underutilized natural space to support human-nature integration. The first one is disconnected community and the second one is underutilized space planning. Next, we move to the ecosystem services that I choose. I choose three ecosystem services, which is provisional, regulating, and cultural services. We move to the design aim and objective. The aim of this project is to develop Persiaran Hamzah Alang as sustainable and environmentally friendly that support community activities in economically, socially, and physically. For design objective, there is three, which is 1. Create new linkages and provide new infrastructure and facilities that will improve community quality of life. Second, create sustainable edutech farming center that focus to support local farming activities. The last one is using latest technology in space planning and support communities activities. This is my design strategies for this project that link to my design objective. There are 5 design strategies, which is 1A, connect. I will connect all communities with linkages. 1B, nodes. I will create nodes and infrastructure for communities use. 2A, farming center. I will create educational farming center to educate communities about technologies in farming. 2B, farming space. I will create a space for community farming. And the last one, technologies. I will using technologies to improve communities' daily life. This is my design concept for this project, which is Stitch the Neighborhood Fabric. I developed this concept from two side problems, which is underutilized space planning and disconnected community, which is then I connect all the community by sewn together the neighborhood fabric or community spaces with stitches or linkages. We move to the spatial planning and programming. For spatial planning, I divide space into three, which is community space, big-scale agriculture, and small-scale agriculture. And for programming, I detail up the agriculture plan and I divide community space into 5 space, which is recreational area, farming center, natural recreational area, community center, and economic zone. Next, we move to the planting strategies. There are 4 strategies, which is first one, to propose shaded tree at community park to decrease the heat from the sunlight. Second, to propose composition of plant layer at entrance gateway to beautify the site. Third, to propose small-scale edible farming that will support community economic and food security. And the last one is to propose diversity of plant in natural area and community park that will attract urban wildlife to create habitat. The planting selection, I divide to 3, which is park community, big scale farming, and small scale farming. The planting that I choose for farming are the plant that can be used to sell or self-process to become ingredient for food, which will help communities to self-sustain. Next, we go back to the enlargement plan. There are two entrances connect to each other, which is at the east and the west of the site. From the west, we can see the recreational area which have different kind of sport court at the area. The area also are surrounded with the man-made forest that will create new ecosystem at the site. From the northeast of the recreational area, we can see EduTech Farming Center, which is a place for the community to learn technology in farming. And move to the southeast of the farming center, we can see the natural recreation area. At the east of the site, we can see community area and community market. The community market will be the place for the community to do business to support their daily life. The perspective view towards the Persiaran Hamzah Alang community market, which will be placed for community to sell their farming product or food that based on the farming ingredients that communities have farmed. This perspective also shown that the marketplace become a center that connected to multiple residential area that disconnect before this. For conclusion, by responding to solve the site problem, which is disconnected community and underutilized space planning, the landscape design proposal focus to integrate community spaces with nature that support the ecosystem diversity and community activities. The design proposal also are creating potential for community sustainability through food security and also have create potential for new urban wildlife habitat.